Hello! So in this video I'll be talking about one of the novels, or more likely, the most famous novel, by Yang Mo. It's not necessary that I'll tell you my name when I don't even have one, I'm just doing my job here, so after that let's start with this. The Song of Youth is a novel written by the author Yang Mo in 1958, and since then it has inspired entire generations with its message of hope, independence, and change. The story takes place during the 1930s and 1940s, a time of chaos and transformation in China. The country was suffering under Japanese invasion, social inequality was severe, and the young generation was beginning to awaken politically. Here, we meet Lin Daojing, a young woman who is intelligent, kind, and sensitive, and trapped in a world filled with injustice and control. After the death of her mother, her father remarries a cruel and authoritarian woman. This stepmother forces Lin into marrying Hu Mengon, a corrupt official who represents everything she despises: greed, power, and the lack of freedom. Desperate and hopeless, Lin runs away from home. She travels to the seaside town of Baidehe, where, overwhelmed by sadness, she decides to end her life by throwing herself into the sea. But at the last moment, she is rescued by a university student named Yu Yangzi, who saves her from drowning and gives her a place to rest. From that moment on, Lin's life begins to change. Yu doesn't just save her life, he helps her open her eyes. Through his words and actions, Lin discovers ideas she had never known before: personal freedom, dignity, and the right to choose her own path. Even though she still fears being found by her stepmother or her forced fiancé, Lin begins to find strength within herself. She remembers her past, the loss of her mother, her father's indifference, and the years of humiliation she endured, but instead of breaking her, these memories remind her of how much she has survived. With Yu's encouragement, Lin makes a brave choice: she will not go back home. Instead, she decides to start a new life in Beiping, the old name of today's Beijing. There, she works as a private tutor, teaching children from rich families. Her life is simple and quiet, but for the first time, she feels a sense of freedom. However, Lin soon realizes that her own story is part of something much bigger. Through Yu and his friends, she becomes involved with the student movement, a group of young people who discuss justice, equality, and the future of their country. Their ideas deeply move her. She begins to understand that the injustices she faced are not only personal, but social, part of a system that keeps the poor and especially women oppressed. As Lin learns and grows, she transforms. She is no longer the silent and fearful girl she once was. She becomes strong, confident, and full of purpose. Her pain turns into determination, and her sadness into strength. Through the story of Lin Daojing, Yang Mo portrays the awakening of an entire generation of young Chinese people. A generation that, despite hardship, dared to dream of change and fought for a better future. The title The Song of Youth symbolizes exactly that: the voice of those who dare to hope, to resist, and to shape their destiny. It is a song about courage, awareness, and freedom. In the end, the novel reminds us that every person must one day find their own sun, their own voice, their own purpose, their own song of youth.